Hey guys, it's Libby from Silverdingo, and today we're making some vegan cinnamon rolls. I am not vegan myself, but I am trying out some vegan recipes. To start off, you're going to put 185 mils of almond milk in a small bowl, and you want to warm this in the microwave and kind of stop it every 20 seconds to stir it to make sure it's evenly mixed, and make sure you don't do it too hot because you don't want to kill your yeast, which is the next ingredient. You want 7 grams of yeast in your lukewarm almond milk, and also put in about 2 tablespoons of your sweetener of choice. I tried to use maple syrup, but we had none left, so I ended up using sugar. Pop that bowl to the side and get out a new bigger bowl and put in 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. You're going to need this to melt, so I put it in the microwave to make sure it was melted, and then you put in 210 grams of flour, a bit of cinnamon, and some olive oil. Or if you have ground flaxseed, you can put that in, but I did not have this ingredient. Mix up your dough, and you're going to also put in your yeast mixture, which should have been resting for about 5 minutes, so it should be all bubbly if your yeast is alive. If it's dead, then you're going to have to start again because the dough won't rise. Mix all these ingredients up with a spoon and then plop it out onto a floured surface and knead it for, I would say, a couple minutes. My dough was way too soft and did not rise properly at the end, and it was a kind of a sloppy mess when I was trying to roll it. So try to make sure your dough is a little bit tougher than mine and knead it more than just like 5 times. Put it back into your bowl with a bit of olive oil and cover it with a tea towel and put this in a warm place to rise for an hour. Once your dough has been rising for about half an hour, it's time to make the filling, because this filling does not take very long, but you need to make it before your dough is ready to roll. So you're going to toast some almonds or pecans, depending on what nuts you would like, and then put 2 ripe bananas into a food processor with 4 pitted dates. You could probably use dried dates, but I used medjool dates. And you can also put some cinnamon and maple syrup to make it sweeter. Also put in your almonds with all that, mix it together until it's smooth, and then it's ready to put on your dough. It should be doubled in size, it should be huge, nearly to the top of the bowl, and you can take it out of the bowl onto a floured surface and roll it out until it's about 40 by 20 centimeters. And try to make sure it's not sticking to the bench, otherwise you'll have a bit of trouble with the steps coming next. So first you need to put on the mixture that you made with the bananas and dates. Just spread it all over the dough, and then you're going to roll up from the side that's 20 centimeters, roll across so that it makes a big log. You're going to have trouble with this if your dough is too soft and too sticky and it's stuck to the bench. This all applies to me, and it was extremely difficult and a huge sloppy mess, which is why they didn't really look like rolls at the end. But if you can manage, try to roll it into a roll-ish shape and then cut the roll into pieces. I think I did about 8 pieces, but try to get 9. And lay these out in an oiled baking dish. I used coconut oil to make sure they were not stuck, and use a lot of oil because this dough will probably stick and that would suck. Once you've cut out all your rolls and placed them in your dish, you're going to put a tea towel over them and do another rise session. Your rolls are going to rise for about 25 minutes to make sure they are risen, and they should be about almost double the size, I would say. Mine were not, and they kind of looked a little bit flat, but they still turned out alright. Once they've risen, then you put them in the oven for half an hour until they are kind of golden and the tops are crispier. They're not super crisp, but they're not like really soggy, and you can touch on the top and the dough pushes back again. Cool your rolls for a little bit, and then you're going to make some icing just with icing sugar, vanilla, and water. I used 3 heaped tablespoons of icing sugar. I don't really know. I kind of eyeballed it, and then I just added water until it was a thickish consistency, and then I just drizzled it over my cinnamon rolls, which kind of is a cinnamon loaf thing. I don't really know. It's delicious, but it didn't really turn out how I thought it would. But thank you for watching. Enjoy this vegan dessert. It was quite delicious, and maybe try kneading your dough a bit more next time. I'll see you in my next video. This is Silverdingo. I'm out. Bye!